exist? I don't exist on Rue. Can you move tripod cam so it's that way a little more? Perfect. That's good. That's only bad because I'm in it. All right. Ron Sheffs, Realms will be your nightmare. Scott Colehart, John C, Cobwebs and Candlesticks, Lindy Vito, Jack Mania, 77, Crips, Edson Juice, Paul Bennett, Love 4 Tink, Scuba Steve, Chad Smith, Tugwork Studio, John C, Joshua Howard, Ella's Fire, Linda Forbes, John Sheffield, Sons of Wayne's, I See Monsters. By the way, I love that screen name. It makes me happy every time I read it. I might look into that license plate. Blind Cook Thor 2006, Jamie Thaxton, Jennifer Pew Pew Pew, Sean Davey, South Omaha Horror, Blind Cook Thor 2006, Kim Mediad Brett Kennedy, Michael J. Lassiter, Ken Zarish, Rob O'Brien, Stan. Honey, can you hit room cam?
Stan, honey.
So
Those are two different people.
right, yes, not Stan, honey, but Stan, attention please. Honey, hit room cam. So Stan got some sweet socks that maybe he'll walk up and show to room cam.
Oh, what'd you get? Oh, you're not wearing them.
No,
Well, I just got them today.
he was gifted them today.
Where's the camera?
Right, it's right there.
Oh, my God. So Rob O'Brien, thank you very much. The socks are amazing. I can't wait to wear them next week.
What are they? Sasquatch?
And aliens.
And Loch Ness.
Oh, those are awesome socks.
Oh,
They're
cricket.
For the first time, I'm jealous of Stan socks.
Ever.
So
Thank you, Rob O'Brien.
it
Can't wait.
is a packed shop tonight. So tonight in the shop, boy, we have Rue, who's just off camera over there.
Oh, messy on them.
Which one is it on?
It's over there.
I don't know which one's on.
That's the hard part.
Got a merman.
Yeah, we have Rue, we have Stan, we have Stacy, we have Jana, Stan's lovely wife, and we have my wife, Shannon, is over here doing commentios. So, yes, there are
And $3
there are multiple wives. Okay,
Hi, Ron.
and there's my wife. If I duck, you can see her, and of course, every animal on the farm.
Decided to be in the shop.
There we go. Blah, blah, blah. And okay, everybody's saying hi.
Hi, Stan's wife.
Wife, are you doing comments there?
Yeah, I can do either one.
Okay, is this big enough?
Yeah, that's great.
All right.
Go.
So, would you do tripod cam? Wife?
Tripod cam.
Or
What?
he says, as long as it's not a sister wives thing. There's not a man here who can handle the
I
three of
haven't
us.
seen that.
No, there's no
Okay,
way.
so what's happening here is something that you guys have asked to happen. Right now, it's just look. I don't. Whose waste is that?
It's mine.
Okay. This.
Oh my
Look at all these bottles, and we are filling bottles full of latex mask paint. We have so many bottles to do, and then there's going to be stickering fun.
There will be stickering fun.
Yes, stickering fun will happen.
I'm
Stacy
excited about paint.
Stacy is right now working on a sandwich, but then she'll be back working on art dolls again.
I got all the hands attached
Oh, this
and the
doesn't
feet
go here.
attached.
Everybody.
Go ahead, go to room cam for a bit. And we'll set this up.
Everybody's excited about paint.
As they should be. It's paint. We love to watch that stuff dry. And
You don't have to whisper.
okay, yeah, and if you whisper, they'll still hear you.
They'll hit that microphone.
They will
And they'll
100%
ask,
hear you.
What did Stan's wife say? Why was she laughing? And you'll have to tell them.
Yes, they're just gonna ask.
Cobweb says, wife, I mean Shannon, I need them all to bill me. Oh my God, Cobweb.
The wives of the paint.
The wives of the paint. No, Cobwebs has a wife.
He does. That's right.
We're entirely
You know, I'll tell you what, Cobwebs, I must love you because every time you do this, he always says, you know, bill me, wife. And that's all. I'm like, dude, I must love you because you just put on my bill. Wait, who is the, and you have to trace it down. The cobweb is always cobweb.
Put it on my tab.
It is. The only other person who does that is Psycho Accident.
I'm just standing in the middle of the room looking around. With the schedule that I'm on right now, almost everybody beats me here. So I get like out of my car, shop full of people, kiss the wife, come back over here. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh!
Jones is here.
You guys want to see my chainsaw?
Oh, where's the cat?
Is Jones gone?
I think we're safe. Yeah, I don't see a Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding.
Oh,
That's why I
I
don't
hate this.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Bye, Jones.
I'm being careful to not redline the microphone, but I'm very happy with how the chainsaw turned out.
We're on top 10 up there.
So, oh, yeah, that's what I do.
Hey, the chainsaw is awesome.
Live chats for closers.
Cobweb says Psycho Axe Man is nuts. He buys up everything. Horror Beauty says got my lemon plain Rice Krispie treats. Creepers and Company life is good. Awesome build, Alan. You could add some of that spark
What?
fraud too.
What amazes me is how lightweight it is. Like, this is the lightest weight. Because it looks like it's going to be heavy. And then it weighs a little more than a drill, you know? But not much.
I don't think it even weighs more than a drill. You
Realm
took so
says,
much drill off of it.
are the paints going to be in packs or are they going to be sold separately? Love your YouTube Wednesday.
The answer to that is yes. So they will be sold in packs and they will be sold separately. And I'm glad that you enjoyed YouTube Wednesday. It was actually kind of fun to make. It was, but like I was saying about my schedule is right now I go to work in the morning and then I get here and then it's on some nights, of course, it's go live. But yes, so normally it is not uncommon at all for me to be up until like 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning editing YouTube Wednesday and getting it live and everything. I don't time them, so when you see them go up, that's when I got finished. So I was very worried because I didn't get to start filming YouTube Wednesday until like about 6 o'clock p.m. And luckily I was done by about 9 p.m. with the build. And then, yeah, it was wonderful.
Cobweb says Realms make it easy. Buy them all.
We are going to do a full color kit. We're going to do every color in one kit too. So buying them all will be an option.
Love how you foreshadow the chainsaw and then you built the noise figure. It says more on 30 minutes.
Yeah. What happened was, I ended up. I've been wanting to make a chainsaw out of that forever. And I did it one other time, but I actually used a chainsaw. I used a dead chainsaw, took all the guts out of it, just used the casing. Yeah, you know. And then I was going to build the whole thing, chainsaw and all, in one YouTube Wednesday. And I got done with the build of just the Boo Blaster. I'm like, you know what? This is enough. This is one YouTube Wednesday. And I want to be able to have both units. So, there you go.
Is that Scott Creighton's shirt? That's Scott Creighton's shirt. Yes.
Okay.
You said on the last live feed, you haven't been around much.
Oh,
Get the shirts. And you're like, you haven't been around much.
yes.
I've been wearing the shirts. So
Yeah, I do wear this shirt. And it's very clean because I wore it today to work, but I had another shirt over it.
Where is the mic located? Sound seems to be a bit weird at times.
Well, okay, so the sound that you're hearing that's weird is whenever Stacy is drilling, the microphone is altering this pitch so that, well, there's also a lot of people in the shop. But I can probably turn this up a little. No,
Do it again. See if it
the
gets weird.
Yeti is tallest, the loudest, I mean. Can I turn it up here? Yeah, I'm not hitting the yellow. Well, I am when I talk. I adjusted the volume, and now every time I talk, I hit the yellow. That seems. I'm pretty sure the knob I just touched was volume
Is that better, guys?
on the microphone itself. Yeah.
That's because we're on room cam, the sync issue, because the camera's.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and go off of room cam.
Table cam?
Well, yeah, table cam. Just warn Stacy.
Table cam, Stacy.
Yeah. So
Okay, guys, give us an audio check, please.
do like 1, 2, 3. That way they can see if the audio is in sync.
1, 2, 3.
There you go. Now maybe.
Okay. Horror Beauties are well, Love for Tink. Out in the cell taps that can be used on 5-gallon buckets that would make filling those bottles much quicker. They are usually used for home brewing of beer.
They do unless they leak. And if you're home brewing beer, it is not a lot of money that pours onto the floor.
Stay insane.
But also the valves on them aren't meant for heavier liquids, and these are going to have latex in them and stuff. That's why we have additional manpower for dipping and pouring. This is how Jana has chosen to get carpal tunnel. This is what she's like. This is how I want to get carpal tunnel. And-
Hot, apparently.
Horror Beauty says the chainsaw would be awesome to tow around all night in a haunt. The ones we have light are still heavy to carry around all night. This would be great.
Yes, it is not that heavy. I turned it up when people said it was low and quiet. So, wife, tell me. Well, I guess find out about sound. Is sound? If anyone who was watching what they were on last Monday, if you were watching on Monday, is it the same as Monday? That's
Rob
what's
says
important.
sound is good.
Yes,
I'm on table
Like
cam.
tripod cam? Yeah.
But yeah, room cam is occasional, I guess.
Cam on tripod cam.
Yes.
Rob says sound is good so far.
Okay.
Say something, Alex.
I like to move it. I like it when they call me Big Papa.
Okay.
I don't know any more of that song,
Great. This is
but
wonderful.
I do know that part. It's in the words.
Of course you do.
I think I saw Anthony Padlack on there. That's the
Alan
weasel.
Saint sounds good to me. Sound is good. Sounds like Monday. Sounds fine. Sound is good. Transition causes echo.
Oh, do we have an extra mic on somewhere?
Sound quality is better than Monday. Synced on the skin.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to just randomly start painting some fishmen.
Yay, fish.
And we're just wrapping these in. Okay, one of them is cinnamon. It's just brown, I guess.
That's brown.
Okay, so cinnamon's the lighter, the redder.
Yes.
Okay, and then gray. And then we don't have a body pattern currently.
This is your body pattern.
Oh, okay.
Body pattern. Legs and arms. Measurements are up here. And
I need you to translate those.
there's your
for me.
head.
Stacy is making Kronka stones.
She is.
Yeah.
Harvey says, "What are you pouring tonight?"
So the whole thing of the stream is this is palooza. Yes, this is palooza where we are pouring up mask paint. This is mask paint. So they're going to go through all of the colors. How many small bottles of each color, Stan?
See, we have 4
I-
of all of each color, and there's 13.
I beg you to not leave a bottle with the lid off. There's two right there with no lids, and it's making me twitch.
I'm getting nervous.
Yeah, yeah. Lids on bottles. That is life lesson that I have learned.
Realms would like to know, what did you attach the teddy bear mask to? This was different from before.
Watch the video, Realms. I made that Monday, right?
Monday.
Live video Monday. You see the whole thing. Happens right before your eyes. It's a spray sock. It's what I use under masks quite a bit. The texture you're seeing is hot glue, and then I painted it. So yeah, this one has a little
Move the check.
Yes,
Oh, I moved it.
Room Cam is a camera that's giving us a little bit of issue with the audio, but the others are doing fine.
Yes.
Ezekiel is here, says he's sorry he's late. So when can we expect the paint to show up for sale on the website?
Well, we're gonna have it tonight, and then we're gonna have the paint done and bottled tonight. If I can persuade my web person to take pictures of it, then we'll have pictures of paint that we can use on the website. And I'm gonna hand this question over to my webmaster.
You said when did you say you would have everything painted and stickers ready to go?
Tonight. We'll have at least one of each color and size.
I'll try to get it up tomorrow.
She's gonna try to get it up
I'll
tomorrow.
try to get on the website tomorrow. Not promise. If not, it'll be this week.
I said end of January.
Yes.
What's today's date?
20th.
Oh, we have 10 days. By February 1st, it's going to be on the website.
It'll be there before then.
Wife
John
says
C.
it'll be there
says,
before.
Did you choose all the new paint colors from Home Depot for the new year?
I have not chosen my paint colors yet because we rolled with 2020's colors on the paint. So I'm going to ride with them for a little while. So I got to test. I'm testing each color and all that. So then I will actually do a whole new set for me.
Is the room cam the GoPro?
No, the room can't. Well, okay, so all of these cameras, and I haven't put a sharpen filter on that one, which I have on this one, and that did make a difference. But all of the cameras we're using right now are actually webcams, and webcams are best when they're about 3 to 5 feet away. So they're not good at like picking up a lot of things and focusing.
Jake Farmer.
They don't think so good.
Say hi to Jake.
Hello, Jake. I need to grab a head.
Stacy is making promise dolls. Get a look at what Stacy's doing here. There you go. That's what Stacy's doing. She's making promise dolls.
I'm cutting out a pattern that Alan so thoughtfully drafted for me on Chop Towel. I'm transferred to a more permanent pattern.
Shop towel's a quality material. You deserve
yeah.
respect.
It absolutely is. There was no sarcasm in that, I swear. We're going to just transfer to something a little more durable.
I think there was sarcasm in that.
You'll never know.
Sarcasm.
Maybe this is just my voice now.
He is just like turned into the most friendly cat.
So
We got a Jonesy in the house.
I accidentally scared off Doyle earlier.
Oh no.
Yeah, he was sitting on top of the.
Oh, Doyle was here?
He was in the back on top of the mold racks.
I haven't seen Doyle in a while.
He scared the heck out of me one night. I reached up to turn on the light switch and he swatted my hand.
Oh no.
Scared the heck out of him.
Doyle's like, guess what? Didn't come to play.
My spot.
So, Alan, what are you working on?
Okay, I'm about to actually paint up a fishman head. So right here, there it is. There's the fisherman. And I'm going to grab some Paintos and a Brusho.
Not the new paint. Not the new paint. Old
Hey,
paint.
everybody.
We're selling paint.
Well, I do actually have to test all the things, so that's important, right? We have a testing policy around here.
We do.
Sure.
Seems legit.
You want me to join you, Alan?
Yes.
Woohoo, Fishman!
6 by 4 and 4.5 by 5.5.
Sure.
Is that what that says?
Much like 4 point. Yeah, you got that.
Okay.
Hey, Rue, your first job is to clean off this table so you have a spot to paint.
Let's see what Stacy's doing on the table.
Ooh, dog.
Translating Alan's I don't know if these are environmental languages.
The shop is full tonight, says Alan Durbin.
It is a very Durbin?
Alan Durbin. Adam Durbin.
Adam, yes. I'm like, is his brother on too? Yes, it was a very full shop tonight. We are having palooza. We are pouring up all of the mask paint that we're going to add to the website.
1980 says, looking at Fishman, if you were able to make an EVA beak, it could be a Birdman. Anthony
I think-
Pantano says hello.
I think if you add a beak to anything, it becomes a Birdman,
Viking.
right?
I can see that.
Can you hit tripod cam, honey, so I can see where they're aimed? Okay. They're not bad.
So, just for the new folks who have come in, Stacy is making art dolls, Krampus art dolls. I'm going to go back to table cam so you can see Stacy. And over the other side of the room, you can see Stan and the lovely Mrs. Burkhart, who has joined us to destroy her clothes,
Hey, Stan.
and they are pouring up paint.
Never mind. I'm gonna get rid of it.
And on tripod here, we have Alan, who's making fish. We also have 3 dogs. We have had 1 cat a minute ago. I think Jonas has stepped out. So
Yeah, He's
yes,
here by the door.
Jonas is here.
Yeah.
Very full night.
He's ready to leave.
He's literally
Jones
by the
here.
door.
Jones is
He has
here.
wheat.
The dogs are here. The Burkharts are here. Stacy's
We're all
here. Bruce here. I'm here. We have
And Shannon's here.
We have barbecue sandwiches because Alan and I both got home so late. We just ran by.
I think we were the last ones
We were
here.
the last ones here. We came home with the shop is full of people.
Surprise.
Love for tea. Fishman reminds me of the Sea Stacks from Land of the Lost.
Without fins, no, you're wrong. Look at a picture of a slee stack, and then look back at this.
This guy still looks more like a sleep stack.
Well, it does because it has big bulbous eyes here. But like this is closer to a slee stack. If you put these eyes over this mouth, maybe.
Yep.
But see, slee stack, that's one of like the holy trinity of anything you make reminds people of that. So that happens. One of the other things is Freddy Krueger. You get a lot of Freddy Krueger. That looks like Freddy Krueger. This is a duck. I don't know why it would look like Freddy Krueger. But yes, slee stack, here slee stack a lot.
Shannon's official. I got paint on my clothes.
There you go.
And that also told me you're over the age of 40.
Oh, the
Whoever,
incredible Mr.
whoever it was who just commented that looks like a slee stack, I now know you're over 40 years old.
Well, Ken Zarish said the incredible Mr. Limpet.
Well, that is a fish man. So,
Hello, Monster More Tutorials.
hello, Monster Mord.
Jude Ritchie.
I'm just going to put a base down in yellow, and I'm going to see what happens from there. I know I want to flesh it up a little bit, because these are like men who are turning into fish, so I don't want to go like hard fish colors.
Hard Beauty says, what? People think that thing looks like Freddy? How?
Well, no, not this thing, but whenever you're sculpting or making something, you're going to hear Freddy quite a bit. Because normally what you're sculpting is bald, and Freddy is bald, and that is the fastest association that their brain makes, and then they're done going any further. So they say, that looks like credit. And then you just tell them that they're wrong, and they roll with it.
Alan, you can lighten up on, I'll tell you, phone for a minute.
Or use the whole
I'm
bunch.
about
of
to
it.
use some.
But you have a lot.
Do I have more than 20 cans?
No.
Well, then I don't have a lot.
Okay.
I might not even have enough. Lot. Hey, wife, why don't you give teacher Stacy a surprise principal visit with table cam?
Oh my.
I gotta look up references on the computer.
Throw it to me.
Stacy is making Krampus art dolls.
Tracing out my pattern on it. What do you call this paper? This is like heavy duty construction paper.
Butcher.
Yeah, that's actually red construction paper. It's called construction paper. It's not like little kid construction paper. It is like construction site paper they put down so they don't get their muddy boots on your nice carpet.
Which is nice.
John C. says, how come the Slee Stack leader wore clothes and spoke English? Because he was the leader.
Because people in the 70s did a lot of drugs.
And Zarish says it kind of reminds him of the creature from the Black Lagoon.
That is a fish man, so that is a fair assessment.
So handsome.
Okay.
In case Foxy forgets them. I know.
Yeah.
But it's not a spot that they have to think. They don't have a place.
Oh, yeah. I love this kid.
Official.
I'm gonna go to room cam so you guys can see all that's going on.
Remember that room cam.
Room cam is not the best audio. So I know.
You could probably go tripod cam again because now I'm looking at visual reference. And I can move it. Go to tripod cam. Like, there you go. Yeah, I'm not advanced enough yet to have the shot set up ahead of time, so I kind of have to.
That slasher says, it seems like a pretty light base. You're going to do a rub out technique on this mess.
Yes, I'm going to age it out. I'm going to do a rub out, an antique. I'm going to do an antique, yes. But I know I want a nice light tone to start. That's pretty good. I like that. Okay.
How's the fudge, you guys?
Fudgy.
They do good. I've never had like this fudge.
Oh yeah.
Stacy, will they all be double hoofed or some be hoofed and a foot set?
Well, these two particular ones that have been ordered are double.
Yes.
Does Mrs. Stan wear crazy socks too?
She does.
Apparently she does wear crazy stuff.
Wait, the other room cam. Hang on.
Oh, no, that's pretty far. Let's go to this one.
Which one are you on? Oh, tripod cam?
We got cameras on today.
Are they on the screen, honey? Tell me.
They are.
They are.
Yep.
There's Mrs. Stan's socks.
It's become a couples thing now.
That's awesome.
Is it though?
Honey, honey, if you start wearing Bigfoot underwear, we might have problems.
Oh, Lord. Underwear's my underwear. No,
No, it isn't.
no, it's not.
Won't be as big a problem as long as you don't borrow it.
Oh, it's like love.
See, girl underwear is designed for one room, no furniture. Boy underwear, you have to ball furniture.
It's totally for girl or you just have to pack your stuff.
That's our other channel.
So much I can say.
No, he's not.
Don't leave it after dark.
Fishman from the deep, dark pond in your backyard, says Ken Sudish. So, Kat, what Stacy was saying about the double hook, these are both double hook because that's what they ordered in the build
Yeah.
your own Krampus.
However,
When you
I will-
order a Krampus art doll, you find out how you want them feet, yo.
I have a whole bucket of feet and hoops waiting for their owners.
So you can choose a color, you can choose fangs or a tongue, and you can choose no feet.
Rue, have you started mixing yet?
I'm about to.
Well, stop it and come dry brush this.
I think it says one room furniture educated today.
Yeah. Men's underwear designed for a room with furniture. Girls' underwear is a room without furniture.
Do you mean base?
The-
Kat says,
paint.
she didn't choose no paint splotches yet. Yes, Kat, but I think she got paint on her jeans.
I do. I'm getting there.
By the end, she shall be the speckle.
I warned her, don't bring anything you're not afraid to lose.
John C. said, if Stan was a one-hoofed Krampus, he would only wear one sock.
True.
Hashtag deep thoughts from John C.
Alexa, can I buy goat socks?
Amazon's choice is socks and women's crew socks. Screaming goats. Ooh. It's $10.97.
No, Alexa. Alexa,
It's already on its way.
stop. Alexa, can I buy socks for goats?
A top result of Sock It To Me men's bow tie goat crew socks.
Alexa, stop. You crazy sock people are ruining the internet. All I'm trying to do is search for socks.
All you're trying to do is buy socks for your goat.
Right.
Because that's normal.
That's crazy.
That's not crazy at all.
That's a bunch of weird.
Kansas Reach says, it's not boots and pants, it's feet and hooves, feet and hooves.
Beats and hoods.
Hoops and cats.
Boots and cats. Ezekiel says, hey, Alexa, punch yourself in the face.
She doesn't like that.
Baba Daza says, you can buy silent possum socks. Silent possum socks.
What about opossum
Silent
socks?
O. The silent
Oh
O.
no, here we go.
Silent opossum socks. Right.
Here we
That's
go.
Flasher says, I think you forgot the dribble of the seams, Alan, unless you weren't worried about the seam.
No, he's going to be fully dressed, so you're not going to see it.
That's right. So they say.
Chill. Trying to put links for goats and socks.
Oh, God.
Scott's all over it.
Awesome tax.
I want socks for goats, not socks with goats on them.
You don't wear socks.
But goats might.
You have goats?
You don't wear socks?
No.
Riot
Gross.
Demon says, what doing?
What doing?
Riot Demon.
Doing.
Come out. Rude, see ya.
See it.
What doing?
Jennifer says, damn you, Ezekiel, I tried it. She started playing the song. Sheep and goat boots. Scott Colehart. Scott Colehart, you're not right.
What do you do?
He found him, right?
Putting the links for Scott for sheep and goat socks. Kings of Reach, Fishman tax, Baba Daza. Talking to Hart. He says that this is the goat with her sock. Okay. Not reading. Hey, Lanny. He's got the werewolf mask and it is awesome. Thanks so much.
Hooray.
Here, Lanny. Glad you got it.
I feel like we shipped that a while ago.
I
Oh,
put it out Friday, but then Monday was a holiday.
Zoot Suit Riot. Throw back a bottle of beer. It's a Zoot Suit Riot. What a comb through your coal black hair.
So
Rue, you're doing a great job.
watching.
Thank you.
Nice.
How many of those 5-inch fleshy job that you got, Stan?
Only one.
The small bottles. Be nice to everybody. It's cold out.
You need one?
No, how many are there?
7 of the small ones, 10 of the medium size, 6 of the large.
And how many will be of that size will we have done?
Each one, 7 of the small, 10 of the medium, no more large.
Okay. What size is the medium? Wait, what size is the small? That's the medium.
This is the 4 ounce. And then this is an 8.
Okay, that's 8 the medium.
Yes, 16 is,
Okay.
which is only available in 3 colors.
Right, because that's a lot of paint.
That's a lot.
So it's great for basing out.
Yes.
Linda Forbes says you could get leggings for them in the show livestock accessories. Tina Kusiak says, dang it, Scott, I just posted that on the Creeper site. Matt Slashman says, quick question. What Dremel tip do you use to Dremel small holes that have air bubbles spots inside them? Kind of like the ones on the Doom Shrew.
Oh, I would use a bullet-headed felt Dremel tip. Bullet-headed felt Dremel tip. And because we're on table cam, we still have table cam?
Potato cam, I'll go right now on table cam, look at watching Stacy work.
This is a bullet-tipped Dremel felt head. And I buy this box of Boost all felt heads. They don't call it that, so off of Amazon, it's lovely. It's actually called 100 pieces multi-functional.
We have a request for a tour of Ruse tattoos.
Oh my.
Ah,
Sylvie's after her.
Got too many of those.
Let's go tripod cam.
Rue has a lot of tattoos, so
I think Rue's got the most tattoos in the room. Is that fair to say?
yeah.
I have none. Yeah.
I have none.
I also have none. This
I
may be
have
the
read a
largest
lot.
group of non-tattooed people in Texas. The 3 of us here.
or at least honor-wise.
Right. I've just never opted to get a tattoo.
Stacy has a lot.
The
I have
concept,
They smalls.
the concept
But they all are appointment only.
of paying someone to stab me with the needle over and over again does not appeal to me.
I agree.
Yeah, like you're gonna stab me with that needle.
I'm to the point where I'm getting less tattoos every time I get a new tattoo.
Now I will tell you though that I am covered in alcohol-based ink enough and scratch my hands enough.
But you probably have.
I do have several little tattoos on my knuckles.
Your accidental knuckle tats.
Mhm.
Tupwork Studios
A box on the moon.
has no tattoos.
You get you a bucket of water.
Ezekiel says, I've had mine removed. 2 sessions to go until clean skin.
Wow.
Totally clean skin? Boring.
Oh, boring. Oh, gosh.
Ken Zarish has got 6 tattoos.
I don't know, I think it's kind of cooler to say I used to have tattoos, but I had them all removed. Because there's so many stories, like,
That's pretty cool.
wait, like, what were they? You know what I mean? Like, that's what you want to know. Like, that makes a story right there. Whereas, if you can see their battle axe tattoo, you know, you have a good idea of the poor choices that went into it.
Cara Beauty says, all but one of my tattoos have been removed by accidents. So I stopped.
Oh my.
getting them.
That's like serious belt sander right there.
Let's see. 1, 2,
Anthony
3.
Pavlock has 0
5.
tattoos.
Ah, it's a weasel. That's my friend from school. This is
Oh,
my
okay.
best friend from high school who was in our wedding. Like,
Oh,
I'm like, quit calling that guy a weasel.
why'd you call him that?
Like, nice.
he was using the weasel moniker for a long time, but his online name, like everywhere else, is the Ferret King. So he's the weasel.
So, I want to just say, what all of you guys missed was the look on Rue's face. Because I could tell he was trying to mentally count his tattoos.
Right?
Because he doesn't know how many tattoos he has. And he was doing the math. And he almost like squinted and stuck his tongue out the side of his mouth. It was on his face. I knew exactly what he was doing.
Drew, is that true?
That is exactly true and totally what I was doing. I think 16. I could be wrong.
I was wrong one.
3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Drew, do you enjoy painting that mask?
Sure.
Well, then you're in luck.
There's another one.
You're
I'm
gonna
not
do
pretty
it.
sure that's going to be the end of my employee really. I was like, all right, you are. I guess that you're one of my employees. You ever seen any of my tattoos? That's what Johnny Mission Larger speaks. Speaks wise.
Okay, so I think I was ripping on neck tattoos one night, and and Rue was just looking at me like, you know, a giant tattoo. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Didn't say it.
Yep. And he just kept going.
Yeah.
And then he talked about how I got out of prison.
Ezekiel says, just buy a t-shirt, it's less painful.
Yeah.
Brad Raymond says, I have 3 big tattoos and will be getting more. And
I
he
like the
can't
whole
find
set.
no tattoos, but I designed a few for myself in case I ever decide to get
If I ever got a tattoo, I think I would get a battle axe. Like when I was a kid, I thought I'm gonna get there's a battle axe that comes with the He-Man action figure, and looking at it, it's like that's the perfect battle axe. And so if I was gonna get a tattoo, it's gonna be a battle axe tattoo. But I think I'd be terribly indecisive about where it went. You want to put it somewhere everybody can see it? Because frankly, if only I can see it, how much fun is that?
Jennifer Pugh says, I just got a zombie snail tattoo.
Oh my god.
We
And she said, not really.
I was going to say,
that means you get in the haunt for free for life.
seriously.
Oh,
Hey, Ruth.
Okay.
First you gotta dremel the seam. Oh, what's that one over there by Pumpkinhead?
it's only small.
We need to get the black out.
It's moving paint around it.
You can paint where there isn't paint.
Well, oh yeah.
That's kind of the whole point.
Seriously.
In the hopper.
If you will pull that extension cord out right next to you, Rue, I will bring you a Dremel. Whoa.
Thank you.
No. Hey, everything's like fun.
Hello, John Raleigh.
I'm sorry, everybody. You're all about to hate me.
Maybe the Michael.
Maybe not. I've adjusted settings. It's possible they won't even hear the Dremel.
Or they will.
But we will give a Dremel trigger warning for those of you who are afraid of the dentist. But not for those of you who are afraid of balls of cotton.
Or Trey. Yeah, cotton on the fence. And love one.
Michael Lasser said
That's
that
without
tweet,
working now.
Alan's going to get Shannon tattooed on you. Don't think you will. Right, Dina would like to know what is the pattern on the table.
This is the Compass Art Doll fur pattern. So this is going to be the that will go with the little fancy heads. And this the back and the front. Legs and arms.
Gregory Hayes. Barry Hayes says, hey guys, did you finish your first lot of paint bottling? I'm wanting to order a paint package to paint Rodney Pope's skull.
Are we on? Oh, would you go to tripod cam? We're gonna make everybody seasick for a second. But if you look over here, you will see Stan's Bum and Bottle Palooza, where we are bottling paint like crazy. Right now, I see Sasquatch Brown getting put into bottles.
Off your white.
Is white done, like all sizes of that color? Hooray! Why white first, Stan? What are you trying to say?
Here's the first bucket I saw.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That tripod cam is not very clear.
Is it not clear now? And don't look on your screen, I would look over here.
It's better
This
now.
is going to tell you true.
It's better now.
That that is running through this computer.
Gotcha. Oh, Michael last year was making a joke.
What kind of joke?
He said battle axe.
Oh,
Said you
battle axe.
Oh,
I get it.
Tim's jokes.
I get it.
What do you mean? Battle axe. Oh. Right, Demon says I'm having a hard time hearing the audio when the drum started. Was the pompous perf hat? Yes, indeed.
Great, man.
Anthony Pavlak says I want to bathe in Sasquatch Brown. Got a whole bucket right here. Listen, you're not far. Baba Dazzy.
Already.
Okay, Baba Dazzy, you found it. There are 5 different fur colors you can choose from.
How's that system working out, Stan?
Technically, it's working.
I can live with that. I won't even feel bad. Like you won.
We won. Always win.
You go back to tripod cam so they can see what we're doing there. We don't want to leave it on.
Guys had a couple of things. First day. Thank you.
I'm gonna grab the Darrow mold and bring it in. You want goggles?
I'm fine. I know, it's in my eyelashes. Latex in your eyes is good for you.
Boy, yes. Our beauty, you get Jonesy. Okay, I bet we could show when you switch over to table cam. Oh, Jonesy. It's the man. Hi, Jules. What's wrong with you? Kitty cat. Probably gonna have a fight for you. Well, oh, right. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jones will not be denied tonight. All right, let's go back to the tripod. Jennifer Pugh, you've got a big crush on Jones.
Scary kid in this world. Now he's turned into Mr. Wolf. Yep. Yep. Mr. Wolf. Shannon Spooky is on her last chance. She might have to adopt her. She's a bad kid. Ezekiel, stop talking trash about my Australian cat. Cat's my homie.
Forrest is good.
Don't speak for me. Other dogs would like to know, so if he has one foot and 1 foot, does he still stand on his own?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What kind of tip are you using on the Dremel? I'm not hearing too great.
A bullet tip felt.
Once turn it off and tell them.
Felt bullet tip. I'm about to.
And then show them.
Oh, man.
You are.
Man on TV.
Use words.
That is the bullet tipped felt Dremel tape.
So, Rue, you've been in the shop long enough. Remember, the mic is over here. Because just like me, when we get close to the mic, we get close to the camera, we get quieter.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And I see you do it as a habit. You're not one to yell because the microphone, it's not. It's all the way over here.
Yeah.
So, don't be
Confusing.
screwed. Dan, remember how I say be careful all the time?
Yeah.
There I am, 49 drink right next to my laptop.
Be careful.
It had a good run.
It had a good
I
run.
only had it since September.
That's a good run.
Yeah.
I've had worse.
No.
There was one year I went through 13 cell phones.
Good night, Jennifer Pugh.
Pew, pew, pew.
What?
Bobby Dawson said 13. 13 hours. Cell phone.
Yeah, 13 cell phones.
Will somebody give Alan a waterproof, shockproof case?
I got one now.
It's so wet. Everything.
Good. Grab a little naphtha, wipe that down. You're good to go.
Freedom! Horrible, horrible freedom. That's so sweet.
So Jonesy will walk around to all of the dogs while they're sleeping and nuzzle them.
It is fairly gross.
Really, girl?
That's not cool.
Ezekiel, you can send that cat to Texas. I'll take Spooky. You can send me the kitty. Bless you. Send me Spooky. He can live here. I have room. Hello, Seth Ashley.
I don't know why, but every time you say Seth Ashley, I think of Rick Astley.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone else too?
Yep.
Why?
Because what era we grew up. We just got Rick roll.
Stacy, which color is the brown or cinnamon?
This is cinnamon.
Let me go to
This
the
is
table.
brown. Yeah, come to it again. Okay. This is cinnamon. Got bits of white in it right now. And this is brown. The two I'm doing tonight are going to be cinnamon and gray. These are awesome. What do you call these? Machine weights?
3x6 not
That's the
mentioned
wrong
it,
thing.
I would have known. Those are
1 by 2 by 3.
1, 2, 3 blocks.
1, 2, 3. They're
Yeah,
magical,
very close.
and I love them. They're
Yeah.
the best pattern weights.
They make me feel official, like I'm officially using pattern.
Yes. Officially official.
You know what I gave to Andy for pattern weights
What?
was back when I was in welding classes, we had to do the test tabs, and they're just, you know, tickets of metal, but you have to put them in the press and bend them into horseshoes. Well, so I'd end up with just tons of these things because of doing, you know, welds and having to have them tested. So I just, turns out they make excellent pattern weights also.
Oh, very cool.
Napa.
Delicious.
Jones.
Tastes
Very.
like perfect.
It also melts off all the skin.
Smells like cancer.
Delicious. Smells like college.
The weirdest smell was Monday when I walked in here.
Why
Well,
is that?
Because you had a gallon can of contact cement wide open and all the
Dry
pizza that
contact?
just showed up.
Yeah.
So it was contact cement mixed with pizza smell.
I'm sure what I'm doing.
Why? You wearing gloves when you're using
Totally.
Oh,
definitely.
so clear.
Rube, you gotta wear gloves, man.
Yeah, for a reason.
You know my policy on it. Forget until you're doing it, and then it's too late.
I'll die when I die.
Yes, you
We're
will.
just rolling.
Scarecrow 77 says, howdy, y'all. Am I saying that right? I'm from Jersey.
You did a pretty good job. How it all works.
Scott Colehart just put in a link for 1, 2, 3 blocks.
Yeah, those things are awesome.
Great.
You are the best.
What color paint are we doing right now, Team Burkhart? The
Pitch
Sasquatch
black
brown?
and Sasquatch brown.
Sasquatch brown.
Yeah, 4 down, 9 to go.
You can do it.
9 to go. Is that all?
Here, Renee. Your turn.
Yes, guys, I'm just napping these themes, and yes, putting gloves on.
Look at you.
Look at you not dying.
Well, it's already too late. Hands are already
Gonna
covered.
say, like,
But
Look, Cat will get all mama on you and start fussing at you, so you
Did I
better.
use that to thin my paint?
As they
when
should.
I painted home?
they should yell at
I
me.
wear the Darth
It's a
Vader
terrible idea.
like respirator for it. That's just no joke.
But where I dremeled off all of these seams, you can see, trying to get this on camera real good. You can see where I dremeled it, but once you take the naphtha to it, it is disappear. This one was a really bad stepped seam too, so I kind of had to quit about halfway through it because it would have started to go through the mask. If I'd have gone,
all right.
tried to make this seam completely disappear.
We have a lot of paint.
We'll just use some paint to fill that.
Fine. Nope. No paint water. Boris. And out of paint. Boris is like, well, see, here's the thing.
If I remember correctly, this two-piece mold was actually dropped at one point,
Oh no.
and now it doesn't sit together very well.
Oh no.
Hey,
Genie, when we do a 2-piece monster camp, 2-piece masked monster
Hey.
camp,
Oh my god.
There's
That's
only one
that's
chance.
a
They're right here.
story you're gonna have to tell
Yeah,
because that's kind of the
you end up with that.
horror story of all of them.
Yeah.
Cat Swift, she's such a mom. Says we're gonna close the lid. I'm telling you, Cat Kat watches this show to catch our safety violations, our watches our diet,
And you'll be.
she's a teacher, she's a mom, so Kat's always looking out for our best interest. And she gets that mom tone like Stacy can get. Stacy is such
I'm
a,
gonna use the mom voice.
she's such a pleasure. And then I heard her one day use a mom voice. And I was like, whoa, forget Stacy's a mom. I've just been reminded that we had mom voice. Kat
But there's all
said, there's always a mama watching somewhere. This is true.
Not my mom.
No, but Stacy's mom does.
I guess she's not watching right now. Man. She's very busy.
We're gonna go to table cam and see what.
And if you ask anyone in the shop, the first person that's going to forget to wear gloves, not put on eye protection, or any of those things is Ruth.
Oh, I'm not even saying he.
And then Alan's right behind me, and then there's Stacy.
Yeah. Mama says and tells us all the insider secrets of Joanne's. Cat Swift. This is true.
Joanne's my fail thing. Like, if I have to go back to a regular job, I'll just go back to Joanne's again. I loved it.
I didn't know you worked there.
Oh yeah, worked at that counter.
Cat Swift says, I raised 6 brothers. If someone didn't watch, they would never have made it to adulthood. Ezekiel says, my mom could peel paint off the walls with her mom voice. Hey, Chad. Chad Smith says, do you have taps on the bottom of the buckets for easy bottle filling?
Aren't you cute, Chad?
I invited my wife to help tonight, and she unfortunately thought we had a cohesive plan going because she didn't ask first. Everybody,
They assumed we'd have at least
Yeah.
funnels.
we do their housemaid.
I was like, let's
If you buy paint, hand forward by Stan and Jana.
Yeah.
Stana Burkhart.
Stana Burkhart.
Yeah.
Stana Burkhart.
Hashtag Team Burkhart.
That's right.
That smells good.
No.
It was embarrassingly. I mean, just.
Chad says that might be a good idea. You're right. Chad,
Sames.
Chad, I think it was a choice as to whether or not do we get those taps for the buckets, or do we just make it happen so we can get the paint on the website faster?
This wasn't make it happen.
The answer was get it on the website faster because promises have been made and progress has not. And so, yes. Good night, Michael Lassiter.
Good, Michael Lester.
You just needed
Thank you for
10
your
8
service.
ounces and 7 4-ounce, right?
Oh, that was neat.
Oh, you get there?
No, just hot real good.
Smelling that pretty goodness.
Twisted the wrong way. Do I have more of these to clean?
Fishman?
Seams. Yes. Seams on Fishman in particular.
Yeah, mostly, guys, it was just a matter of expediting the mission. How fast can we get this done?
Took it apart.
Nope, not really.
One good
Get
thing-
gloves, but
One good thing, and we always do this like after every major event, we all huddle up, talk about what we could do to make it a little easier next time, a little faster next time. We'll definitely be having that conversation.
there will be a talk.
There will be an after-action review on this.
Oh, Lord. I hate those.
The paper will.
Oh, jeez. We have to have a meeting? 8 meetings.
We'll have a
Meeting
town
with an
meeting.
email.
Oh.
The beatings will continue until morale improves.
Stacy, do you need a new blade? Asks Rob O'Brien.
I do not. I am, because this has really small, let's see, you can see what I'm doing here. Where the camera is. Okay, so what I'm working on here is really small detail stuff. I actually literally just flipped the blade on this so that it is there. Just flipped the blade on this, so I'm using a brand new corner on it, but because this has got a lot of little fine detail-y cuts on it, I'm holding this up and just kind of pushing the blade through. So I'm keeping all of the fur on the back side of this without pressing into the table. If you press into the table with that, it'll cut through more than just the back fabric on this. It'll cut through the hair. And then you'll have weird cuts on the front, and nobody wants that. And it's a lot easier to do with the brand new blade on this to kind of just carefully work it through, because these things, those Persona blades, they will cut you as soon as they look at you.
Yup.
So we're just really easy dragging it through there.
Perfect.
my favorite figures here.
Crocodiles.
Yes. Yes, they are. Say again?
Yep, I think my fingers healed finally now.
Probably.
Hello, Rebecca Hudson.
I've got a perfect little.
Cody Sand says turkey baster for the
Turkey baster was totally my idea too.
real.
Turkey baster, I think, would be the perfect thing.
Deal.
What is attached to the bear? That's a sock bass.
Yes. Okay. The back of the thing.
The back of the bear.
And we've said this a few times talking in the shop, but the great thing about the bear that I don't think we've said on camera is it's totally latex free.
Yes.
So if you have a latex allergy,
If you have active latex allergy, they can wear it. Excuse me. I'm just the one moving all over the shop right now.
Some in there.
Chad Smith says, I heard someone comment on the construction paper earlier. I just bought a roll of that since it was on sale.
Yeah.
Wife was happy. I got something to cover the coffee table.
Nice. Yeah, I had serious business construction paper on a roll growing up. I would have destroyed so many fewer things. I was very much a paint on the tables accidentally kind of gal.
No, Ron, he went to the little monsters room.
In the house because this light is too good.
That was very well said.
We're sparing all of you from the whole.
Jones is a mama's cat, but he's been a daddy's cat today, so I don't know what's up with him. He's just fluctuating.
The little
You're okay, buddy.
So,
Hello, Hauntings by Design.
because there needs some.
Yeah, that stuff goes through fur like.
Brian David says, I think the audio needs some tweaking. The ladies are harder to hear than the men. How about we project?
Well, I'm also
Probably more the hurt settings with trying to dull out the higher tones.
Pops on the tube. A garden syringe would help fill bottles 5 ounces at a time. Both would be the easiest. Again, that would have required planning. This is true scrappy work here. Get it done.
They are adorable. How much they thank for the plan.
This is scrappy work. Sometimes it's got a big plan. Sometimes it is. Trying to make it happen. By Design says, you know, Alan is the Bob Ross of Halloween item creation.
It's true. We were just talking about that with Tony this morning. Like, it would not be out of place to see him on a like PBS fundraiser
Yeah.
making monsters.
We've moved to a new color.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
October orange.
hey.
October orange. All right. I love it. Oh, it's nice. Very nice, Stacy.
Yes, that's really
Oh, I like that. You get the
New
picture.
color.
Hello, Jones.
Came to see you.
Father, you have returned.
Jake Judo Kosovsky. Hello, Jake. Yes, he says, I think that's my teddy bear mask right there. I believe that's.
Hey, you want to see it?
This is actually very convenient. That is your teddy bear mask, Jake. Because we have a Jack Frost mask too. But we were waiting so we can ship them together. So let's take a look at that and see what you think.
What camera are we on?
Right
Oh.
now I'm on room. I can.
Okay, I'll get closer with the room. Room's good. When you're 3 or 4 feet away, it's fine. So this is this brown teddy bear mask. Now, I can always change the head, look more like the one you saw. But all of our teddy bear masks are kind of different. So, yes, this is the teddy bear mask. If you want teeth up here, let me know.
This is very convenient for you to tell us.
Let me know, and I can swap the eyes for human eyes. Whatever you desire, sir.
Kansas Reach says one of my favorite colors is orange.
It's one of my favorites too.
Been my favorite combination of colors.
Are all
Jake says,
ready?
yes, I want teeth up there.
Okay. What about human eyes up there?
I think it's like a buffet.
He's thinking there's something laser cut.
Yeah.
It would be. If only we had a guy for that.
Oh my
Actually, first we need a pattern for that
goodness.
on paper that can then turn into a laser pattern.
That's right.
Tripod camera is not. Nothing really readjusted.
No, I don't want anyone to see this.
Ah,
I just-
defense.
I just
Room
happen to be
cam.
trying it on.
You just happen to have a quiet moment.
Yeah.
Look at the room cam.
Dun, dun, dun.
Now they see it.
Lynch.
This could be a thing. You guys are laughing, but
I am ready.
We're laughing a lot.
Quietly put the mic in.
Okay, Jake. To tell Alan to send an email on how I want
hooray.
it. Thanks.
What I love is emails. Sarcasm this time. I need to grab an oxygen bottle cap and a heat gun. I got step over $12.
Yeah, there's.
Not put that on.
Hey, Rue, move the tripod camera and show them what you're doing.
But that means admitting my mistakes.
Oh, gotta own it. Try not to hide it. Lean in.
Hi guys. Well, I am actually. I got a bunch of bubbles in this
It's
mold.
not on you. Kind of got to look and aim it at the same time.
And I'm probably gonna have my big old body right in the way of the camera for most of this. But I got a lot of bubbles in this mold in Pumpkinhead. So fix it.
Why did you get bubbles in the mold?
Because I did things wrong.
Okay. Did you do them the way that Alan does them?
I did not do them the way Alan does it.
Different.
I did them
How did that work out?
a terrible way, and it didn't work out well. And yeah,
What was the error?
well, I was drizzling on instead of actually painting it on my first coats, and I got air bubbles. Like the dummies. So yes,
It happens, dude.
uh,
Not to me. But
Or I was having a day and my brain was not in it. I guess.
What happened was, Shanann's yarn reminded me of a dreamsicle.
It's
Yes.
very creamsicle color.
It's dreamsicle.
It's named in the real world.
Cat Swift says everyone has their set tasks, but Alan seems a bit floaty tonight. It's okay, just different. Are you floaty tonight?
I'm worky tonight. When there's this many things going on, I kind of can't get involved in my own task because I have to kind of keep an eye on everything.
Mhm.
Like, or else Stan would have 20 bottles over there with no lids, and then
There's a reason.
Cheney would jump up and say, "Hey," and we'd be out a lot of white paint.
Made up one.
And there's a rookie in the middle.
And we have a rookie, and things could go off the rails.
Listen, it's Wednesday. He should go off the rail later.
Off the rails Wednesday.
We have rails?
We have rails. I'm with Ruth on that one.
Hey, what?
Like, when did you all install rails?
I want the rails.
Okay.
Where did you get that?
What?
Where did you get that?
Did what? The oxygen bottle cap?
Cylinder cap.
I bought it from Tractor Snow. Atwoods.
Let's see, we didn't have a cylinder back then, do we?
Nay.
Yeah.
Not that
I have a bunch of those actually.
Not that I know of. Okay, sure.
The big work Shannon switched on there for just a second and went,
No, no.
I don't know.
That is a really pretty color. Yeah, I like that. It's very broad. What are you making?
A new funnel.
I made you this.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Ooh.
A new funnel.
Jake says, I'm really excited about both masks coming. Jake, your Jack Frost is done. We just need to finish up your teddy bear.
Would another one like that be helpful?
Absolutely.
Stacy's unsupervised. I heard.
That's a breaking.
I gotta make sure she's okay. There's no screaming.
Or streaming?
Robert Bryan says, store sells funnels.
Thank
Again.
you, Rob.
Again, Rob, you think there's planning involved.
Good thing you sent socks.
I know. Could use the funnel, but you know.
Everything's a funnel if you're brave enough?
No.
No? Okay.
No, no.
Everything could be a funnel at once.
Pretty sure that's what I heard.
Jake says he loves your dogs.
I too love my
I
dogs.
guarantee you by the weekend there'll be a lot of funnels on it.
Yeah. Well, here's something.
Now it's our release, get up, well, maybe it'll be a page.
I don't know. I'm sort of liking this one.
Everybody seeing the obstacle course that is the floor
Oh,
here?
yeah, we have to leap over how it goes.
Dogs, wires, paint.
Oh my.
Chad says, wait, you guys have been pouring paint without funnels? Mad respect, there is none on the floor.
Why?
Oh.
You looked at where Janet is. I'm not saying it's the new guy, but it's the new guy.
Yeah.
Field Walker Masks from Scotland says hello.
I'm actually very happy with how that funnel came out, actually. The milk jug funnel.
That's a new YouTube winner.
It's just
I don't
a little
know if
harder
that
to
will-
handle.
I don't know if that will fit. Will that whole neck fit down inside of there?
Yes.
It will, but it's a weird angle.
It's a weird thing.
It's weird.
But
Period.
I will try to put all the way down and see if that helps with my dexterity.
You probably have tiny hands, too.
Not really.
Force.
You're sweet.
Life is hard, Mom.
Force dog. Yeah, so
That's the wrong end. You want this end. Boris, get in focus.
What?
There we go.
Oh. Boy.
Hey, Alan, what do we need a
Where's
whole
my-
plastic for right now?
Nothing.
Oh, no.
Mixed up way too much, huh?
Yeah.
Well, if you sculpt something really fast, you can mold it.
It's something really fast on a plaster. See how fast you really can sculpt.
It's Wednesday.
I make skull garden rocks when I make too much.
You want a tripod?
I'm gonna grab a. Yeah, go tripod so I can see what I'm doing. This is. You guys thought watching paint dry was boring. Wait till you watch pouring paint.
paint.
No, they're excited about paint.
We've been talking about paint for a while.
Very excited about paint.
The real thing.
Scarecrow77 says, I was watching your Paint-A-Palooza video earlier and I like your jack-o'-lantern shirt. Mask Slasher, are you worried about shipping? With those being latex-based, will shipping to freezing temperature states be a problem?
It could be.
Totally.
Yes.
Very much so.
Is this gonna be orange? No.
No.
Just gonna be orange?
Yeah.
Okay,
You like?
I'll get there.
Okay.
I'm coming to you.
Okay.
Are the pups cool with Frankenstein prop yet?
Yes. They're homies.
Realms would like to know, I have a question. Do you sell your foam stilt gloves without a full costume?
We don't on the site yet, but that's okay to me.
Only because of who we are.
I haven't made enough to really sell them yet.
This is-
I'm done and I overfilled.
Yeah, that's easy to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You do know how much now is in a cup.
Chad says, I got my condiment bottles today,
Hey.
and I will start mixing
You
my
like
paint
them?
tomorrow.
I will.
I'm ready to do some painting.
Yeah.
Hello, Zach.
Mark.
Zach, watch my photos. I got my shirt from Patreon today.
Yay! Congratulations.
Has anyone ordered the new,
Full
Zombie
frontal
stick.
zombie sale.
the full throttle?
Oh, I don't know.
We can check. We have
This one only has paint on the outside from my hand. Oh, there's the cap. I didn't come over here because I thought you were doing it poorly.
Well, I was like,
What we too
No.
slow for you?
Oh, well, this is fastish method.
okay, any of the caps that get sent that have orange paint on them, Alan poured them. If not, and they're pristine, Janet poured them.
Check.
I'd like that noted for the record.
Noted.
I like that noted.
You can get your paint
For
ball
all.
autographed by your favorite shop monkey.
Oh, God.
You can't touch the cap.
This way my fingerprints go on every bottle.
That's
This
right.
is a marketing technique, guys.
It's quality control, tightened every cap.
Actually, I'm leaving Janet. Let's check this out. So if we had a dipper cup that was like the right size, this would be a rocking way to do it. My hands were clean, this would be a rocking way to do it.
So maybe next time we do it, we'll have the buckets.
You don't sound like you're having fun, Stan.
Oh,
No.
this is
This is paint camp. No, we have paint camp.
paint camp.
Yes, people come and help us fill bottles. Paint
Mass
camp.
Blaster says 2 years
That
ago.
one's gonna totally sell out.
If Shannon cooks.
True.
Stop pimping me out. 2 years ago, 5 gallons of latex from Monster Makers was ruined due to cold, but thankfully they sent another one with faster shipping and it didn't freeze.
Yeah, it's a risk.
Gregory Haynes says, are your paints ready to shoot from the Harbor Freight airbrush or do they need thinning? The answer was, Gregory, they are ready to go.
You Harbor Freight, he said.
Josh Newman. Chad
No
says,
relation.
don't try to sell fingerprints, Alan. Then everyone is going to want a puppy print on their bottle. Cat Swift says, Jana fits in so well.
Yeah, she's more than willing to bust my check.
It's a requirement around here.
And you can equally bust my
And you have to be able to pay.
I was gonna say, it's not less than all of it.
Maybe this will be the clean one.
Hey, Ruth, can you, I'm gonna put this on
Where,
tripod cam.
don't give me the caps.
Right.
So we got a better
You
shot. of what
you
they're
won't be
doing
doing this.
bottom.
there. You
know
can
what?
get to.
Okay, I actually really like this.
Nope.
funnel.
Where's the
Okay.
thing on it?
You kind of get it down where you figure out how much paint.
That's funny.
No, that's a little bit clean.
Oh.
I was so close.
No,
Alan,
that's
scoot a
good.
foot left.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I getting Macarena dance back there.
How much are the paints going to cost?
Stan?
Ha
We
It took
got
way longer
One
than
minute
it called
and
for.
Okay, so I have to go to the sheet, because I don't remember.
And I've never bothered to try and remember.
Stan's gonna do a commercial.
Da-da-da-da.
My computer doesn't recognize me because I have really gross fingers.
For $9.99.
Okay, really?
Really, Stan?
Really?
Really?
You afraid your hands look bad in
No,
here?
the little fingerprint reader wouldn't unlock it.
Oh, like you were talking to the wrong group.
All right, time for commercial with your host, Stan
Hey.
Burkhardt.
Da-da-da-da-da.
So the 4 ounce bottles will be selling individually. Each color, they're going to be $8 a piece. The 14 ounce bottles, which are, sorry, did I say 14 ounce? Sorry,
Yeah.
8 ounce. So these are the 8 ounce bottles.
How much are they?
They are $14.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. This is the 4 ounce bottle.
Mm-hmm.
They're $8.
Okay.
Okay. And then these are the 16 ounce bottles. They're 24. If you get, so all of our packs we're gonna have will have 6 colors in them,
Hey, buddy.
and each one of the packs will come with black and white, and depending on which pack you get, has a mix of all the different colors. The 6 packs for the 4 ounce are $48. The 8 ounce is $84, and the 16 ounce, actually there's not a 16 ounce 6 pack, so you can get a 4 or an 8 ounce pack. And those packs are, here that piece of paper.
So what we're gonna do is we will do a blank and the paint, and we'll group price that together.
Right.
There's a bit of
You
sailing.
wanna, there's the kits.
Okay. So there's a basic paint color kit. Stan handed me a sheet. I just trust him and hope this is right. The basic paint color kit is white, black, osteo white, pitch black, cadaver blue, carrion yellow, devil red, and Sasquatch brown. That's your basic kit. It's got your blue, red, and yellow so that you can mix any color you want, basically. There's a Halloween if you want to, I figured that'll be paired with something like a pumpkin face blank or, something Halloween. A what?
Coordinator.
Or a coordinator. Coordinator blank. That comes osteo white, pitch black, carrion yellow, October orange, Sasquatch brown, and troll green. And then, there's this many
More.
6 sets, yeah, for different masks that you might want to paint. Like one is geared for undead, one is geared for werewolves, one, it says witch, but it's, it's a lot of good colors for those uses. Any other paint questions?
Scott Colhart has posted a link for Stan, a manual liquid bottle filling machine.
Y'all are funny.
Now you can post that straight to Alan, the bill payer.
That's me.
Scott, you need to send that straight to Shannon.
Let's be clear. If it's unsexy work, it's probably mine. Matt Slasher says you should get an ink stamp of your logo, just so you can put a stamp on the box and bottle, just for a little extra.
Well, the bottle has
Okay.
labels. They're going to be labeled. Yeah.
One behind you, Shannon. On the-
So here's,
Put the label on it. The pink one.
Here's a prototype.
Roll it off like he's got it.
This is a lot less of Stan's hand paint on it. This is what they're gonna look like. So these are our labels. And it tells you
What's the Zappy with the gun thing?
the what?
Isn't there a Zappy with a gun thing?
Oh, yeah. So, exactly with the gun thing. So there's a QR code on here that when you take a picture of it with your camera, it'll take you to the safety data sheets for all of these. So if you have any concerns about how to thin it, how not to store it, how to store it, etc., when you click on that, it'll take you to all 13 of our data sheets,
On the Word sites.
all on the intranets.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tina says, ding dang, we'll probably have to wait till spring to get paint living in Michigan. Real feel. It's 11 degrees right now and where Tina is.
Yeah, that's not good. We don't like 11 degrees.
Stan, what color, what is the name of the orange?
October Orange.
Served you right at a couple fingertips.
October Orange is the name
I
of that.
felt real bad.
Lisa Aaron says, well done. Rob O'Brien is impressed. Rob says, you wrote MSDS?
Are we out of latex?
Rob is so surprised.
No.
Okay,
Why are you surprised, Rob?
I can do this half minute.
now just because we have one main,
Next
we
time
don't
you're
got
in-
funnels, don't mean we want anybody to die.
Yeah.
We got that part.
Kat said, wow, Stan is so
Aaron, and it's
professional.
Aaron?
Listen,
I know you grabbed a Darren.
there's,
Aaron, and it's Aaron?
Kat
I
said
grabbed
you were very
Aaron.
professional.
Oh.
if there is any air of professionalism here in the shop, it is not for me. I just want you guys to know that. Earlier, I had a milk jug on my head because I thought it would fit. Turns out it did.
It's so good of you to say that.
Yeah. But if something good happens in my business, it's probably my wife's idea. Like Monster Camp was my wife's idea. It was.
I don't know why it was. That's
So-
because I had a martini in the hot tub.
You did.
And I started waxing poetic.
She did.
What was I doing? So, Alan, Jake has asked if he could see his Jack Frost mask. It is not packed up. It's in the box. there
If
on the
not,
table.
I'll grab it.
Okay, you know where it is? It's packed up, but it's not taped up.
It's not taped up.
So we can add a bear.
Right over
And a fire.
If things are not exciting, add a bear. It's a good life
there.
rule.
Me, I'm fine. But you're there. It's good having you here, Leanna. You did a great job.
I'm not totally unwrapping.
Thanks for not being upset about
Which
getting
camera are we on?
No.
Right now, this one, go to that camera though. I think he's gonna want it out of the bag.
Go to the room,
Getting
Kim.
there.
They're like, oh, if you don't mind.
Janet's heading out.
Everybody say
Jana,
bye.
thank you so much.
Bye, Jana.
I hope you
Bye, Jana.
had a modicum of fun.
It was fun.
Good night, Mrs. Burkhart.
I have a feeling you're not gonna get it all done tonight. If you don't, I'll be happy to come back out.
How many
Yay!
colors do we have done?
She's awesome that way. There you go, Jake.
Bye.
There's your Jack Frost.
5 out
Yeah.
of 13.
I
We have an hour.
on this.
He is ready to go.
We only have a few
And-
bubbles,
and
we're doing
the
all of them for
label.
each color first.
What's that?
And the label still.
Yeah. Well, we might get enough labeled just for like a round of pictures. I'm
Alan,
gonna send Rue to help Stan now that you are heading out.
Okay, well, there's 2 available funnels. Treat them kindly.
We don't need them.
good to see you, Jan.
What
Thanks,
are you saying,
Jan.
Thanks for letting me come hang
Oh,
out.
no,
You're welcome.
Thanks for dinner.
Yeah, I worked hard on it. Alan, have you joined the virtual haunt con? And if so, have you seen anything good?
I did not have a chance to. Like a trade show is something. Okay, when I go to Trans World, I don't get to see the show because I'm busy at the show. And a virtual show, if I'm not forced to be there, then I'm not going to be able to see all of it either. So I do tend to not see a lot of that stuff, unfortunately.
So the answer is no.
Right. That's the short answer.
Okay,
But I don't
Jake-
see everything at Transworld, and I'm there. So,
So Jake said, thanks for showing him his Jack Frost mask.
Not yet.
Almatra Art says hello. It looks like a full workshop tonight.
Almatra Art.
Da, da, da. Hey, Beth Williams says hello. I may
Hello.
have missed this, but have y'all discussed future monster camps for 2021?
We have discussed it and decided to wait to discuss it later. That was our discussion. Simply because,
Texas is a mess.
well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on right now. And the new administration has said that COVID is their top priority. So the odds of another lockdown have gone up. Not yay or nay, that's not a political statement. I'm just saying what the odds are. Yeah, so we're kind of waiting and watching. And while things are dicey, I don't think right now is the time to announce classes. I want to take a reasonable approach, and we will announce them when I feel it is safer and easier to do such things.
It is also difficult to take money in securing spots in the class, and if the class or the student have to reschedule, now that there's that's a very difficult thing to manage. So
The class before last, the last one we had, that we actually had, 2 people had to reschedule because they had COVID. And, you know, it's just pervasive enough right now. It's not convenient for us to schedule it.
and Beth, I think you and Laney were interested in the full head mask
Yeah,
class, which
she's
we
in
hope
that.
to do maybe later in the early
You're gonna
summer
help Stan.
or spring.
It's gonna have to be a longer class.
Possibly. You know what? I don't know that it's longer, but it's gonna, it'll cost more.
Well, yeah,
Obviously.
for sure.
But, you know, we talked about, can you still do a full mask class in?
It really can't be longer. I just
No.
have to be tighter on their sculpting.
Maybe they won't get a full day of sculpting.
Or I don't let them sculpt a giant dragon.
So we're waiting, guys. We're just waiting and watching right now. And, you know, we were supposed to have a monster camp this past weekend.
Yep.
And it had to cancel. So literally with that, we're not doing anything until we have something a little more secure base to launch from.
Sure.
Regular.
As soon as we can, though, because Scott Colhar's laughing at you. Ezekiel says, Alan, I have watched a bit of the virtual stuff and I checked out the Puppets for Profits methods of puppeting startling props in your haunt video. I thought it was pretty cool.
Checked out the what now?
Puppets for Profits methods of puppeteering startle props in your haunt video. I thought it was pretty cool.
Awesome. I love puppets. I think puppets and haunts are good. That's actually something I'm a little passionate about. So you might see more of that from me.
Good job, Scott Colhart. He got his vaccine today. Good job.
Keeping our moderators healthy.
Beth says it was so much fun. I learned so much. You know what? You guys had a great class, and I was so thankful to end that precarious year with such a great class. You know what? All of our monster camps. I can't say it enough. They've all been unique. And they've all
No, that
been-
one class was a bunch of turds. Remember them?
You better get paid. Paid the
A
fish.
bunch of turds.
Pay
Hey,
that
Rue.
fish.
Rue.
Sure.
Why did you say magenta was next?
By looking at the example on TV.
Yeah, magenta is going to be next. So you were right on the monies.
Lisa says that she's interested in virtual paint nights with the blanks and paint kits.
You know what? Now that we have paint, as soon as we have paint up on the website, we can ship out the paint, the blanks and the paints, and then do a virtual class.
It's like painting with a twist.
Yes. You'll get drunk, you'll make masks.
Here, I'll do plan.
Well, you know what? We talked
You
about
got the
this. That's one of the reasons why we've been working on the audio and the cameras and to have a better way for you guys to visually see what it is we're doing. Because you couldn't do that with a phone. I mean, you could, but it's not going to be
And
as good as what
this
we're
was
trying to
lovely, but this environment isn't one to quietly teach and say, here's why I'm doing it. You know, this just when there's a lot of folks in the shop, it's kind of hard. You know, so just because focus is everywhere and there's a lot of noise and background noise,
Dogs
so
and cats.
doing those I think will be fun.
Good night, Ken.
And Thursday, is that tomorrow?
Correct.
Yes.
Tomorrow I'm going to go live on Patreon and work on the Phoenix
Tomorrow night.
tomorrow night. Yeah. Not long. We're going to look like hour and a half and work on the Phoenix.
Oh, man.
This is the first time my wife has heard this plan.
This is my life, guys. This is
I'm not
how
going
I
to be
run-
late. I know I got to get up early.
I have to get up early Friday.
Your face has to get up
Your
early.
face is.
Probably not.
Good night, Mask Slasher.
That's like, you know, when older people, it seems like they like to get up early. Oh, terrible.
I've always liked to get up early.
There is something wrong with you.
I know.
I like to get up early
Mine-
after I've already gotten up early. So then I have all the day ahead of me, but the actual getting up early.
The actual getting up early is the hard part.
Damn.
I had to get up
When
way too
people
early
stay
for
with
way
us
too long.
during hot
I
season,
want to do it.
I'm excited.
they think they hate me. I try to be quiet, but when I wake up, I'm just scared of. I'm re-roofing the house by 9 a.m. And Alan wishes I would perish.
I don't wish you would perish, just like a maiming or something.
Yeah. What time are you going live tomorrow?
That is an excellent question.
Cats, yes. Guys, he's making this up as he goes. Cat says, are you going to start a bit later or at 7 Texas time?
It'll probably be 7 Texas time because I don't get home from work until like 6:30 Texas time. Remove the other one.
Oh, one.
Yay!
Oh, and this is the
My
one.
favorite. Things that Halloween and
Olive wine magenta.
Oh, I mentioned.
No.
I'd love to make sure you weren't cutting it.
Run over dogs.
There you go. That's fine. Perfect.
Apple wine.
Bottle of wine.
And look, apple wine.
Ezekiel says, getting up early, you mean there's a choice?
There is. There is when you're retired.
Alan will tell you that even on when I have a day off, I'm usually up at
Janet had to leave because she's getting up at like 3:30 in the morning to go work out.
Oh.
Freezers, freezers.
What time are you ending the stream tonight?
10 o'clock. As per usual.
5 minutes.
10 o'clock.
Da, da, da.
When we're done here with the stream.
The stream. The stream. The stream.
I tell you, I love her to with Caroline ongoing bit is strong. Every cowboy show, like right before the band comes on, they play Sweet Caroline. Cowboy Mouth, they're a band that same, and so you're
It's a great band.
oh man, and if you haven't seen them live, they're oh, listen, darling, the next time they come into town, you and I, we're gonna go because Cowboy Mouth live is that's the closest thing I got to church. Cowboy Mouth?
Cowboy Mouth. It's a good band.
They were like a one-hit wonder from the 90s.
Jamie said.
Jamie said.
Jamie said.
But their whole catalog is amazing, and their live show, you have to look it up. Like they're fabulous, and their live show is super high energy and amazing. We had our like 10 night bachelorette party at a Kavanaugh show. Like it was incredible. But right before the band comes on, it always plays. You can't lie. So
Everybody
oh yeah. So you hear that. And everyone gets the crowd gets
can't
it.
sing it, man.
It's awesome.
That's part of the fun of I enjoy like hockey games. Yeah, there's always singing around. Ted says, so what kind of stuff are y'all working on at the haunt?
So, Dark Hour is undergoing a change of format, kind of, but we're not doing the seasonal shows this year. We're just doing October. So we're actually redesigning the show to make sure that we can open in the strictest of restrictions. And yeah, we're rebuilding the show so that we can open up safely. Safely is being the key word. So we're doing a lot of upgrades on that end, adjusting the show path so we can work along the social distancing line. And right now, what I'm mostly doing is character work, getting our new witches ready so that we can have all of our backstory in place, because backstory helps tell you where to go. When you have a solid backstory, what rooms to put in is easy.
Ezekiel says, I have a teen son up at 4:45 a.m. every morning needing to train. There are worse things to do.
I suppose.
Chad Smith says that mask could have been in Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Yes, it is a very strong town.
Len Ford says there are different processes to view the Patreon live stream. Nope.
No, what happens is on Patreon, I will post a link to the YouTube video, but only people with the link can watch.
So it'll show up as a post in your Patreon feed.
And then you click on the link, and you watch here just like normal.
And it may, depending on what device you're viewing it, viewing your Patreon on, give you the option to open it up in YouTube. Do that so you can access all of the.
Yeah, definitely watch on YouTube, because then I'll see your comments and stuff. And what's kind of nice about it is it's super quiet. There's 660 some people on this channel who are subscribed, and we might get 80 or so on a live. Well, there's less than 80 patrons on Patreon.
But only just.
It's like a dinner party.
So only like 20 people are on, but it's a chatty 20, and that's lovely.
Yeah, it's like a little private party. Cat Smith says, I made it a goal this year not to get up before 5. It's not working out so well, but I try. Jake has a question. He says, this is a question for Alan. How many masks have you made, and when did you start Still Beast?
Okay. Do I hit the story time button? Because hooray. Okay, so that's story time. How many masks have I made? I know that I have sculpted and molded over 2,000 masks. And that's not counting masks that like the teddy bear mask. It's not a sculpt and a mold. Which, by the way, I made that mask live last night. I'm going to watch that. Monday night. Not last night, Monday night. So I probably made, I don't know, 3,000 or 4,000 masks that way, where there isn't a mold. You just make a mask from stuff that you have. And then there's EVA foam masks, the apocalypse helmets. I've made a couple hundred of those. So I don't know. If you're just saying masks, over 5,000 is a safe bet. But out of some of those molds, I've poured 15, 20 masks. So a lot. I've made many masks. I have no idea how many. I don't count. I don't have any of my originals. I think I made my first mask in 1995. And 1996, I had a booth at Trans World Halloween Show selling masks to haunted houses. So they were not very good, but I sold a bunch.
John C says, name all 2000. Thanks.
Oh, you're a real
Yeah.
Alan Hobbs fan?
Well,
Name all
there-
2000
Yeah, there's, let's see, there's Wolfman 1996,
Okay.
Wolfman 1997,
Zach Weitzman asked,
Wolfman 1998.
did you guys have a big turnout for the behind the scenes tour? We were hoping to open this year, but it still seemed like things were uncertain.
We were when we did the behind the scenes tour. We actually we sold out our spots. Now that was only 80 tickets, so it's not like it was huge, but we did sell out those spots. And we did groups of 20. And we even split those up between Jake and myself. I had 10, Jake had 10. That way we could socially distance, and that was the way that we enjoyed our haunted house this year.
Chad says, will the redesign, will you be losing any rooms? Will the number of scenes go down?
I'm gaining rooms. The number of scenes actually go up.
Ezekiel says, watch the puppet video before you go to work, and it will definitely give you ideas for what you want to do next.
Correct.
Jake says, I saw Monday night stream, and that's a lot of masks.
I made a lot of it.
John C says, name all 5,000. Thanks.
Yeah.
Lisa says, I have 6 hops masks.
You know what? I bet I've made 300 scarecrow masks. That's like safe. I'm safe saying that.
You're so cold.
I did a line of masks called deranged masks, and I did those for years. And we did, 3 shows a year, and I made between 50 masks for a show and 250 masks for a show. So that was a lot. And those are all fabric buildup masks.
Oh, kitty.
Are we painting the hands and boobs on these?
Yes, and we're going to paint it all before.
We've heard.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes, I started doing that.
Okay.
Which
Good.
is nice.
yes. Are we just doing it with mask paint? Are we doing it with acrylic?
Acrylics.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were just going monstery with these, and are we just on the painting of the previous one?
I actually mix a little bit of white and brown in with some black for the hoof color,
Okay.
but it's very dark.
Chance-
And then the fingernails get the same color as the hooves.
Okay.
And I don't do anything to the skin because we hit it with, paint it with brown and then wipe it off.
Okay.
You know what to do.
Chad says, do you recall the first mask you sold at Trans World in 1996?
Yes, it was a Yeti. What I learned that year was we had stilt costumes, surprise, and whatever costume I was wearing, we would sell that costume, and then I'd switch into a different costume, and we would sell a bunch of that costume. So towards the end, it was, I'm just going to stay in the Grim Reaper costume because that's the easiest one to make.
That was before you had a dedicated food.
That's right. Yeah,
Question?
that's when I was doing all the sewing terribly.
Question from Jake. I have another question. Who are your top clients?
That's not something I would reveal to people. That's their business. But I do sell to theme parks. That's that's a good chunk of business. But yeah, I don't feel it's right for me to, like, what if I say the name of someone who owes you money? You're like, what's he buying from you for when he owes me money? I don't like doing that.
John C. On January 1st, did Dark Hour do okay for the year considering everything? You don't have to answer if it's too business personal.
No, we did terribly. We couldn't open. I mean, it was a terrible year. No. We didn't do
Alexa,
well.
set a timer for 15 minutes.
Yeah, that was an easy one. You guys are softballing me now.
Chad says, were you still Beast when you first started or Haunt Dogs?
7.
Oh, I was still Beast. Well, okay, I was a company at that point in time. We were Stilt Stalkers. Stilt Stalkers was the name. And then I worked for a company called Creature Crates. Can you tell I'm a fan of alliteration? I worked for a company called House of Boo for a while, and Stilt Beast, and then Haunt Dogs, and now Stilt Beast. I think I'm gonna do my wash now, and then I'll airbrush over that.
No, that's difficult.
Yeah, you know.
Stan, is that how old one when you got there?
The one we have, this is Creature Purple.
So what I have is I have hard yellow, and then I have the magenta on top of that, and that evens out to almost a flesh tone because your eye is constantly balancing those two colors. So probably from the other side of the room, it looks like a little pretty close to flesh tone.
Like,
Up
like
close.
you got a sunburn.
Up close, you see, yeah, I want that. You see the splotchy side of it, which is fun. I'm gonna give it a wash next of probably a dark brown. Whatever color I give it a wash of, I have to be able to repeat.
Sure.
Bless you. I guess go to room cam while I'm wandering. Why did I get up?
Isn't it?
You were
Get
gonna
it
get
brown.
rid of brown to do it.
Tiny.
That says, what tool did you use to give the reptile texture?
I used a piece of netting and I pressed it into the clay. I do that a lot. It's a go-to Alan Hoff trick.
You're
Ooh,
looking-
fudge.
If you're looking for brown acrylic, it's over here.
But I want the fudge.
Well, get it.
Now I'm not.
Get a fudge.
That says it looks really good. Angie Rogers, hello. Angie, I'm going to table cam. And
See if we can
this may be your baby.
shift this up some so I can see what I'm doing.
Stacy is working on our art dolls.
Yes, now you can see what doing a coat of brown, wipe it down.
And you can see we get she's already Angie, I think yours is a cinnamon propus.
Yes.
So
Cinnamon.
cinnamon propus. Stacy was working that earlier. Chad says, have you ever mixed the paint? Did you just use a gallon of each to keep it simple when you mix the paint?
Yep. Yep. As long as you don't mind spending the money on a gallon of each, you're good. I don't mind mixing a gallon of each because I will use it.
Marcel? Why do we have so few black ones? Is there any spot over here? Ah. Gotcha.
Okay. So next we do the rub out.
Unbelievable.
John C says it looks like a hybrid toy on Toy Story.
See that? This is a Sid toy.
Chad says I spent $80 when I got mine, and I only did the small can of 7 colors. I didn't see your receipt.
It was hefty.
Beefy.
I don't have enough color in there. That's not nearly dark enough. It's not in my kid.
One of the reasons.
That's why?
Are you thinking of extending the Halloween season at Dark Hour because of the long hiatus?
No. No. Well, okay, we're expanding. We're gonna be open like another Thursday and another Sunday. So I guess the answer is yes. but I don't like opening past October 31st. You can get away with the next day if like October 31st is a Friday, but it's almost like you can feel the magic is sucked out of the air because Halloween is over. And it's hard to get back and to get excited about it.
Especially if you're working.
Yeah,
Well,
your
that
actors
too.
are falling over.
Yeah, when you get into weeks that have 5 days open, that's a lot of wear and tear on a body, you know, for a haunt actor. I asked a lot of them.
You were using
I've
bad
done
language.
12 days in a row.
Oh, I've done Universal where we had a lot of days.
It's 30 days.
Terrible.
I worked my day shift at Skull Kingdom, and then I would go and work at Halloween Horror Nights at
Oh,
night
Shannon, I got a supervisor over here.
because I hated myself.
You're gonna end
Growing
up
up on
People came white.
Our Lorange supervisor. Can you see him? Is he on there? He sounds like me. Better keep us out of the shop, Bill.
Jake says, I love Halloween Horror Nights. Angie says, I can't wait to get my Krampus kit. June Ritchie says, it's a great description. Suck the magic out of the air. It's spot on.
Yeah, it will. You got to be careful.
Chad Smith says, I've heard some haunters say that if you open after Halloween, it needs to be a special kind of show to bring people in. Blackout or whatnot. What are your thoughts?
Even then.
I don't think people like blackout shows, like even customers, because that's when they could come and that's why they went. I don't think you get extra people because it's blackout. I've never met a customer at dark hour who said, I had to come because it was a lights out show. Like not once. And I've asked a lot of them.
It's also
Usually
the
get
one
some
that
at other places that I know would come specifically for the blackout show, but they were regulars that would come for
everything.
multiple times for everything.
Hey, White, would you sit over here?
I feel like the blackout shows were the ones where the most people misunderstand that it was going to be a blackout show.
Yeah, you really got to tell
Or it's like, it's so dark. I can't
them. Enjoy the
see
haunted
it.
house.
You're like,
You
"Uh-huh,
can't see
but
anything.
We did that on purpose.
I
Joe,
never understood it. Like totally ruins the haunted house.
can you put a two-piece mold in a cardboard box it fits in tight? And will the box hold up to the weight if you don't have a bucket to put it in?
Yes. You can also run duct tape around the outside of the box. That will greatly increase the wherewithal of the cardboard box.
Rob says Jonesy is supervising. Tina says the great Jones blesses you, Stacy.
Yes. Gonna have so many orange hairs in this.
You know, I see the difference that's making now. Getting those dark in between.
Tina says, I hate blackout shows. It seems like a cheap way out. A haunt does an extra holiday like Valentine's show blackout.
Well, we did a Valentine's Day show blackout for years before we realized, you know what, let's throw them in zombies.
Zach says, I agree. A haunt back home did blackout shows when I would be visiting, and I wouldn't go simply because it was blackout, and that's not why I go to other haunts.
Yeah.
You can't see anything.
I will say the red, like the red room in the like with the big beating heart that Ed did. That was cool in the blackout show.
But that was lit up too. Like
Yeah.
you lit that up.
Yeah.
Y'all ever see a fish man vomit? Okay, now this guy has some detailios on him.
John C. says, when you ship the paint, put fragile, handle with extreme care on the box. That way the paint arrives finally shaken.
Knew there's a joke there somewhere. Like, where's it coming from? Oh. When you're a real pro, you also paint the top of your beverage. Oh, I could taste it.
Gross.
So,
He's committed.
Delicious. I'm gonna move this.
It needs to be what? No.
He needs to be committed.
Rob O'Brien says, I would return for a special
Stacey.
show, but not a blackout. I want to see the stuff.
Stacy said you were committed. I said you need to be what?
Tina says, I don't mean to diss on anything Dark Hour has done.
How dare you?
There you.
No, I mean, truly, it took me a few years, but I realized it was a bad idea. It was also a fun show. We did
It
our,
wasn't just a black.
yeah, the graveyard. We did a lot of light tricks. That's one of my favorite things that we've actually kind of ever done. Was we had giant strobe lights in the ceiling, and the light would be super bright for 1/7 of a second every 7 seconds. So it was just enough time for people to see the path where they could go and note where any actors were, start heading that direction because they're moving really slow because it's so dark. And then the lights would come on again and the actor would be right in their face. Lights would go out and then the actor would move.
And we gave our actors light effects.
Yeah, we did like necklaces with light on them that the actors could push button control to turn the lights on and off. We did a lot of light-based things.
Being able to really screw up people's night vision, for them to really blacked out,
Yeah.
make the black that much blacker.
Tina says, I just think blackout shows are like clowns for extra holiday shows. So much potential. Chad says, I learned that blackout shows are more for actors than patrons.
Why?
I guess, but our actors are way more likely to get a concussion when it's a blackout show.
Chad also this from Chad. He said he did a blackout show once, had a huge turnout. Honestly, I wouldn't go to one. I want to see everything. Cat says, because of course he didn't wipe off the straw first. Such a boy. Cat catches you, man. She'll catch
It was
you.
delicious.
She'll catch you. Tina said. So I see that would be okay. Ones I've been to were just dark.
I had
The picture is a bit blurry. Do we know why?
I'm probably spray the camera.
is it blurry?
No. It's creepy.
Yeah, because nobody's gonna not want to watch that.
I'm making sure I put focus on you.
Weirdo.
This dark or darker?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I go about like that or a little lighter. And then if it's too light, I decide I'm gonna do a wash.
Chad says, I can see into your soul.
Joke's on you, Chad. I ain't got no soul.
Into your soul.
Watch me dance. You can tell I have no soul.
That's so weird. I'll believe that one off of that. That's crazy.
Have a chance to see your children. Okay, you need a second one? I'm gonna get started.
Stare into my eye socket.
What?
Stare into my eye socket. Icy Monster says, that's so clear, we could count your eyebrows.
You're gonna be there a while.
Yeah. One.
Drew? That was funny. I have no expectations from you for the rest of the month. That was your one. Good job.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah, so these guys were painting and making in such a way where they're going to be a little more human than you're used to seeing. Normally I do the fishmen where they are fishmen, but these are going to be more Lovecraftian.
Fish.
They're going to be more Lovecraft, a little more Innsmouth. So they're men who are turning into fishes. They're just at different stages. So these guys might get a little beard hair.
Are you gonna make him green around the gills?
Yeah, paint, like take a little bit, just go.
Get your chainy on.
These are new, fresh fishmen.
Had to.
I regret that.
You didn't.
That thing.
3 years from now, you're gonna lay awake at night being like, man, I shouldn't have made that fish joke.
Oh, listen, that's the worst joke that I make. That's the joke I'm regretting making in the show. I feel like I'm not doing my job.
All points. Let me take a look. Yeah.
Okay. So, I did try to avoid the internet today. And while I was trying to avoid the internet today, mostly the Facebooks, because I knew there would be opinions aplenty. I'll probably still avoid it.
I don't want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. But I did, pleasant surprise, I heard a lot of people say, boy, Garth Brooks really killed it.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know, but you know,
Gaga did good. He did
I might
good.
go back and look at that.
J-Lo did good. Not a good performance.
All right. We now have it's a movie, Fishman. And we will spray.
We're not trained in anything.
We have a couple song cues that you guys hit every time.
You're well trained chef.
Tina says she feels bad for even said bad things about blackout haunts. Tina, it's all good.
No, I mean, blackout haunts have their place, and I'm sure there's an audience that likes it. It's just not me.
There are people who like it. It's okay.
It's okay to be wrong.
That's actually not okay with me. We talked about this.
What kind of tool do you use to punch hair? This is Realms.
Okay, so I don't normally punch hair. When I punch hair, I use a ventilating needle or hair punching needle. You can make one yourself.
Look on YouTube.
I don't know if there are good instructions on YouTube.
There's a couple. They're not great instructions, but there are instructions on how to make.
I can grab a piece of paper and show him.
That's easy too.
I find fishing.
Chad said,
Paintings of
"Eyes,
glass.
just a talking people." Cat says, Tina,
I
that's
would
how we learn
probably
to
never
the
get-
discussion and get lots of opinions and reasons.
Oh,
Tina, it
well, I thought it was going to cover the fur.
It's
okay.
close.
I mean,
Close to
these are 6-inch bits here. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, it was just polished. You know,
okay. For future reference.
Yeah, from the hooks. Like if you look at the visual reference, the hook stops at a certain point.
Okay.
And then just make flesh all the rest of the way.
Gotcha.
Chad says, I'm going to be a little nervous working up to Monday. I'm going to work with cobwebs and candlesticks and be on their Trio of Terror live on Monday to promote
Oh,
that.
that's cool.
Chad,
It's cool.
hey. He's asking, do you have any tips?
Don't be nervous.
Being
so-
nervous is dumb.
God, that's the most helpful.
Yeah. No, just relax, man. You're there for fun, and you are doing something interesting. So you have that going for you, which is nice. You know what I just did? I just made. Wife, can you tripod me? I just made a table cam.
Is that what the kids are doing?
Tripod me. All right, so Stacy. The microphone can pick up your hyena-like cackling way over there. It's not the first time. Okay, so this is it. Who's this for? Who wants to know about needles?
Jake,
Okay.
no,
Somebody.
right, realms.
Rounds.
Am I on camera here, honey?
No. I'll get you.
Well, am I going right or left?
I got the corner of the page.
There.
All right. So realms. This is.
You moving again?
I didn't move.
You started off the very corner though. There.
So this is a sewing needle. This is the eye of a sewing needle. Okay. So
Go
this-
down just a little. Or there.
So this is the eye of the sewing needle right here. This is the loop part, and this is all metal. You're going to take a pair of like wire cutters and make this cut first. You're going to cut it right here. Just cut that. And then, and you cut this one first, because if you cut this one first, it'll probably break off the whole thing. You don't want that. You want to cut that, and then you cut this one right here. So what happens is you then shove the point of the needle into like a pencil's eraser or something, and you tape it on, or use 5-minute epoxy. And then you use this needle and you hold hair in your hand, you hold it folded over, so it makes a loop. And you use this little hook, just this little hook right here, you grab a couple strands of hair, and then you punch in. You pull it out, and the hair stays. Grab a couple more, you punch in, and it stays. If you punch it from this direction, that's the direction the hair is going to go. So make sure that you are punching. Make sure that you are punching in the direction that you want the hair to go. Okay? And that's how easy hair punching is. And it takes forever.
Forever. It takes 5 ever.
Yes. It may even take 6 ever. It takes a long time to cover ground punching hair.
You will probably do it one time and never want to do it again.
A lot of people will lay the hair or glue the hair, and then they will only punch the hairline, which is the 1/2 inch forward. That's a pretty common way of doing it. If you punch the whole thing, you hate yourself.
And your mask is gonna cost $12,000.
Yeah, if you charge by the hour.
Jake says, not to be rude. When do you
You're
think
a
I'll be
bot.
rude?
What?
When do you think the teddy bear will be done?
Time is it? 9:49. It'll be done tomorrow. Tomorrow night on Patreon, I will finish your bear. Then I will shove it in a box and mail it to your house with love.
So much love.
Yes.
So much.
And if you're lucky, I will include a raw potato in the package.
You know, for reasons.
Luck. The luck potato.
Oh, you're looking at your face right now.
I'm not going to tell you a potato. I don't know.
What does it
I just thought of a potato.
What does it mean?
It is a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Boy, the girl. Potato.
My other fish man.
It's really don't get you into saying it though.
So how are we on colors?
Pink, purple, orange, black.
This is a sexy look. Like I love seeing all the color, like the bottles in there.
Yeah.
That looks nice. I'm gonna show you guys something that is
Professional.
it stirs my passion.
Ignore this.
Skip this part of it.
Why? Tripod me. Show you the look. The key. Like her. She's looking at cat videos.
Oh, looks good. Looks good. Look at that.
Isn't that nice?
Pretty.
Small paints.
We don't have any pink. Pink isn't a color that we do.
Yeah.
Rue. What's the name?
Halloween.
Say it out loud, Brew.
Halloween.
Hollow wine magenta.
Halloween magenta.
You say its real name.
Stand. Did you just put a green bottle in with all those magenta bottles? That's going to drive some of these people crazy.
It's happening.
They can't stand that.
It's on.
You know what? They would also hate it if you did this.
They
You put
really
like a
hate it.
purple
Right
right
there,
there.
and then down here.
Yeah, that they could barely stand that. Yeah. Now
They do not stay.
Rue can't stand it.
I'm watching like, you're not gonna fix that later.
Fought the purple and an orange, and Rue couldn't take it.
It's over.
They come unglued.
This just.
You're the reason why I actually take the.
You
I can't every picture in the show and then screw it down. It's just a little bit off.
I thought he was gonna say he's the reason we drink.
Well, you know.
Okay, so
it's just funny because
where I'm at in my life, I gotta put this lid on. And these guys are drying up. I'll get details on them Friday. And Rue is. These guys are pouring up paint. We did not get all the paint done today. How many colors do we have left?
There's.
Okay, we have 4 colors left to do.
saying that I finished this small bottle of the pink.
You have 3 more small bottles of pink to do.
6 more small.
Okay. Everybody stare at Rue while he finishes this paint.
Of Halloween magenta.
Good job, Rue.
Not,
It's definitely not pink.
definitely not pink.
No, it actually isn't pink.
It's not pink.
Yes.
Technically.
Yeah.
And in all technicality,
Some people might tell you.
Correct. The best kind.
which is funny because I am an artist guy and I can tell you the difference between, you know, lime green and you know, the most jade and
The most color sensitive thing I think I've ever had to say, like as a sentence, was that there we go. I was working at Tandy Leather, and we had all of these hides in, which were like vinylized, you know, and someone was asking for the color, and my boss at the time, who did not want to talk color, he didn't like, this is red, this is red, and they're all different, and this is red.
yeah.
And all of those are yellow. You know, and like that's how he did things. And the customer was asking all these questions, and I said, it's warmer than eggshell, but cooler than candlelight. And that was my descriptor as far as where it went.
Nice.
And he thought that was nuts.
That's
that
crazy.
doesn't mean anything.
What you just said is nothing.
Both of those are the same color. But yes.
Alan can tell you that because one of my crowning achievements, Alan witnessed me matching metallic
Yeah,
to a metallic with something that didn't exist.
that's true. Pretty good. On a project we can't talk about.
We're not talking about the
In a state far, far away.
Not here.
Right. So we're winding down. We're gonna wrap up for the night. It is 10 o'clock. And Stan,
Good night,
we're gonna say
everybody.
goodnight, and you have to leave them with some words of wisdom.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
Okay. Rue, we're gonna say goodnight,
Invest in.
Good night, Rue.
and you leave them with some words of wisdom.
Don't eat yellow snow.
And Stacy, say goodnight,
Good night.
and leave them with some words of wisdom.
Don't drink naphtha.
Wife,
That's a good one.
wife,
I don't follow
say
that.
goodnight,
Good night.
and leave them with some words of wisdom.
Be excellent to each other.
You stole that from Bill and Ted.
I still
Okay.
Jake's
So did Jake.
Okay, so, well, that's me. I say goodnight, and my words of wisdom are, if you're going to ask people for words of wisdom, warn them in advance, so they have some time to think. Maybe write something down, next time. But anyway, you guys are awesome. Hey, wife, do you have the end stream button ready to go? Remember, you're not going to end stream, you're playing the closing song button. That way, no one gets cut off when I say, go make stuff.
ready for in stream.
I just said go make stuff.